Got it. So this is our project. The project that we took up, the use case that we took up is HKC, and thank you Van Yi for giving this problem. Like education is one of the fields that interests me a lot. So the data that we pulled out is the Kansas City schools and the related information. So this is the Kansas City school district and the distribution of schools that we used to get the location information. And this is from one of the case studies that shows how many schools are in need for the Kansas City locality, and what areas are in like very dire need of better schools, and also people who are not able to access, who do not have access to high performance schools in their locality. And if you see also, the schools are mainly concentrated in particular area, like the center of the city, but not towards the ends of the city. And just to make sure that's the case, we have also pulled up the data for Philadelphia, and I think there is a lag. I think you're still looking at the school performance chart.
No,
So,
we are good. We see the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you see Philadelphia chart, right? Okay. So even if you see here, the most of the concentration of schools are at a urban locations, not in rural locations. So our solution is to create an application which serves all students, parents, and community members together. So the students can search for a program, and then enroll in the program, give feedback, and then finish it, so that they came out of the course with new skills. And then parents can add a number of children, and each of the children will get a profile, and for each profile they can do the same thing: search and enroll and give feedback, and then see their screens, the skills of their children grow up. And for community member, it serves in a way to improvise their lessons, to get good matches of students who are like really interested in their courses, and then get feedback from them, which is the crucial part that we focused upon, which allows us to get both data and also feedback at the same time, which I think is a good thing, because we do not have enough data as of right now. So the approach that we took is to prepare the data first, and then experiment with models, and then deploy into an application. Let's look at the data. These are the data sources that I have visited to collect the data from data.gov, OpenEI, IES, ArcGIS, and a few of these. If you look at the bottom two, they are only for after school purposes. If you look at the top row, it is about the school's more formal education. And in the middle, I've used data for mapping schools and activities programs where they're given. So this is a few more
30 seconds.
data about like how it looks, a few charts about the details in the data. And if you look at the models, the first model is a classification model, which takes these features and maps them into categories. And affordability is like how priceful it is. Like it depends on various factors, like what are the reviews given by the users, and how do they feel it is. And it trains a model, saves the results to a database, and then those results are served via a Node.js server to an app. And here we are mining the reviews to find out how good or bad people are talking about a course, and then show that to the user. And coming to health and safety, we have analyzed a few pictures of publicly available pictures of schools, of externals and internals, and used a ResNet model to classify if the safety, how to analyze the safety. Apart from pictures, we also wanted to include the data from different features, like total electricity consumption and gas usage. And
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yep.
We'll have 2 minutes now for judges.
My question is in terms of prediction about the safety, how do you make data? How do you make which one is safe, which one is not safe based on the image?
So it is more of a manual effort. We label the data if it looks safe or does not look safe. From using only pictures is gonna limit us from getting the details. So for now, as per the availability of data, we did only for pictures with manual labeling. But as I said, in the future we also have plans we also have data actually, but not highly available data, which gives us like the amount of water available and electricity available and lighting available. So also using these as features, we can also improve the accuracy. Even if the accuracy is not good, we can it is like a man and machine based approach. So here, if you can see, it will give you more details about particular type of classification, how it performed, and you can actually select from the classes and then remap the classes by some human, so that even though the model does not perform well, human can actually add to the knowledge and make good accuracy, bring out good accuracy. And that will be reflected in the final production environment, where the user looks at the actual results.
In terms of the 4 different feature, you use the 4 different model, right? So whenever do the make a recommendation, do you have
Yes.
any priority? Which one should be considered first?
As of now, like what we are doing is like we are using all the models to give the match. If you see here, there is a green. We have color coded the programs in green, yellow, and red. So the green means it has the highest score. That score is an average of all the scores that we get from 4 different models. We do not have any priority assigned as such, but we think like all are equally important. But if there is any suggestion or according to our findings in the future, maybe we can add that priority or
One more
new
question
model.
is if you have a learning feature to the particular each user, so you can make a customized model.
Okay, so for that, what we have made is something called actions, which asks them to follow a few guidelines about how to approach to find out about new courses, including calling upon a few live agents or teachers and parents, and this is like, and also along with that, we have something called a community, where you can go and post questions to which you can get answers, and you can discuss. People can discuss about any problems that they have, along with like
Perfect.
shortlisting and yeah.
Very exciting. Mayanka?
So thank
If you
you very
remind us
much,
the
Roodents.
name,
This was
the team name.
very, very nice presentation what you had. And we are having the first prize. Any guesses on the first prize? Maybe we can have like a small quick chat. I don't think I exposed the first prize yet in my quiz
So I can
mishap of
type.
my presentation.
They can type something. The day
Yes,
after.
we should totally have to do this. So let's chat in terms of what's going to be the first prize. Let's see who guesses is right. So you can all type your guesses in the chat. The first prize was $1,000. What we have among the top 6 teams. So we've already knocked down 2 of them. So among
What's the
rest
name of the team left in the candidate?
So we have yes, and who? Okay, so I think yes. So I think all of us are pointing out to the right thing, and
We have a
are having
Pep3
the
also
maximum votes.
recommended.
Yes. So this was one of the teams which everybody knocked off, and we had significantly high high points as well as in terms of feedback what we gave up, and that is
Okay, so team Roodents, and we have 2
Yay.
members. Yeah, so you will receive $1,000 award, and yeah, great job. And we're so impressed about your presentation and then the process you're doing the research. So can you give us some short speech about the award?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. First of all, really like a lot of thanks for organizing this hackathon, first of all, and then giving us enough time and very good use cases. But before it started, it was like we didn't even expect like what we are going to do. Like I literally had no idea in mind. It was all blank. And then one thing, because it is a very open domain, or hackathon is like very open, right? So probably it allowed us to explore areas where we can find good solutions that we can come up with. And also setting a competitive environment was like it actually pulled out all that energy from us, and then forced us to be more creative and try to deliver the best that we can. And and I thank Ravindra a lot, because I trouble him a lot, not even allowing him to sleep a few nights. So thank you for putting up with me, Ravindra. Do you want to share something, Ravi?
Hi, Chakri. Hi, everyone.
We didn't expect this, actually.
Yeah, it's very nice experience participating in this hackathon. So thank you for giving us this opportunity. Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations, all of the teams who won, and thank you so much for participating.
Okay,
And
all
none of
right,
this would have
okay.
been possible if we didn't have excellent judges, who tirelessly gave us feedback and all through this process. We had 2 rounds of it, so I think we have all of our judges online and all of the supporters and sponsors what we have online. So thank you everyone. So I will